They outscored Sacramento 24-23 in the first and 34-27 in the second, and it all adds up to a 58-50 lead at the break. Glad to have you with us here at halftime, and don't forget, we'll be coming on after the game as well, and we have a couple of special folks joining us. Amir will join us. Christopher will join us. But right now, we are talking about the first half. All right, let's run down some of the numbers from the first 24 minutes. Sacramento shot 47% from the floor, 48% for Toronto. Three-point percentage, 45% to 33 in favor of Sacramento. Toronto had an edge on the glass of 5, and the Kings had 4 more turnovers. All right? They had 4 more turnovers on the first half. Sacramento with 8 and Toronto with 4. All right, 58-50. Give you my thoughts here on the first half. First of all, Anunoby playing for Toronto, so they're at full strength. Siakam, Anunoby, Van Vliet, Trent Jr. And listen, Trent Jr., very good in that first half, right? He had 12 points. 12 points in that first half. Meanwhile, Kevin Huerter led Sacramento in that first half. He had 14. So right now, though, the Kings find themselves down by 8 points after 24 minutes of basketball. I'm looking at the total box right now. And, this is a very good comment. They do have busy hands. They get in the passing lanes. You're exactly right. They get in the passing lanes. So keep an eye on that in the second half. You know what? Absolutely. All right, I'm looking at the Kings box. All right, let's go over this real quickly. Sabonis, 3 of 5. He had 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Barnes was 7 points. Keegan Murray, 8 points, 2 rebounds. Fox, 6 points. Quiet first half for Fox. Did have 6 assists, though. Kevin Huerter with 14, including 4 of 6 from downtown. All right? I guess a lot of people are having problems with their TV and getting the game. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know what else to say. I guess a lot of people are having issues getting the game in the first half. So, you know what? It's a good thing you have us right here to break it down at the intermission. All right. So right now, 58-50. Anything else that sticks out to me? Well-rounded scoring and nothing from the Kings bench. Kings bench got 2 points from Lyles, 4 points for Holmes, and 2 points for Monk. Here's the bench, okay? Here's the bench for Toronto. 14 for Boucher, 6 and 1. So they get 21 points from their bench. Meanwhile, 12 points for Trent, and everyone else that started had 8, 6, 6, 5, respectively, for Toronto. So there you have it. All right. Again, I guess a lot of people are having issues getting the game, and I don't know what to tell you on that. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could help you out. I really do. Yeah, Lydia, not a great half. Not a great half, 58-50. The one thing we know about the Kings, 8 points can be made up in a few seconds. So no question. He is doing well for Toronto. He is. I'm looking at the numbers. He's +5, 13 minutes. He is playing pretty well. So glad to have you at the half where it's 58-50. Rhino was going into the locker room at halftime to talk to the guys. That's why he's a few minutes late. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing good. How you doing tonight, Grant?
Good. I guess a lot of people are on the stream saying they had a real problem getting the game on their TV in the first half. So I'm sorry about that, but you got us here. Any issues with you watching the game?
Yeah, actually, there were trying to get that figured out. NBC Sports California has it blacked out, at least for DirecTV.
All right. Your impressions overall on the first half?
Underwhelming. Nothing super alarming, but definitely, the game's it's up for grabs at this point. The Kings aren't playing great, aren't playing bad. Good to see Kevin Huerter get back in the flow of things. How about yourself?
Kings bench needs to really play a lot better in the second half. They really didn't do anything. The Toronto Raptors got 21 points from their bench. So I look at the bench in the second half, especially if, some of the starters are going to be flat. The one thing about the Kings, 8 points is nothing. We've seen that in the past.
Right.
But Toronto's very active on defense. Somebody made a good point. They get their hands, in the passing lanes, and they deflect a lot of, passes and things of that nature, which led to 8 Sacramento turnovers. But nothing too alarming. Nothing too alarming. The bottom line is Toronto's played very well in the first half. I think I got to give Toronto credit. I thought they played a very, very good game.
Yeah, they have played a good game, and the way they play on defense could be an advantage for the Kings come the second half if Toronto continues to be aggressive and the Kings start to hit the three ball, because then they'll start overplaying a little bit, and that will open up some backdoor cuts, some drives to the lane. So look for that, see that three ball get going a little bit more.
All right, good news coming up at post game for you, as we will be on, and also Amir and Christopher will join us. So we're going to have a nice roundtable discussion on the post game. We also have a surprise for you coming up on the post game show as well. So Ryan, I'm really looking forward to that. I know Amir and Christopher, they're pumped up. They're excited to come on, and it should be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be great. I'm really excited to get them on here. Whatever your surprise is, that should be cool. Nape surprises. How are you with surprises, Napes? You a good
Depends.
surpriser? Okay.
Depends. This on the scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, it's not a 10. I'm not going to lie to people, but I think people will enjoy it. I think people will enjoy
Very
it.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
we're excited to have everybody with us, and certainly Chris and Amir.
It's a very interesting message here on the chat line. I think part of the Kings' new identity is they turn it on in the fourth quarter defensively. Maybe. Again, I'm not going by what I saw in the Memphis game. Memphis had waved the white flag, but we'll see. Perhaps. The Kings have also lost a lot of close games in the fourth quarter too. So we'll see. But right now, 58-50 at intermission, 24 minutes left, and the Kings after this have to hit the road for a long time. So I know you're solidified the third spot right now. New Orleans lost again tonight. Minnesota won, but you could really, really help yourself just bridging that gap some more if you can win this game here tonight against a team that, as well as Toronto played in the first half, Sacramento should be able to come back and win this game.
Yeah, they should, Grant. And hopefully, Chatter said they pick up the defense. They have been doing that in the fourth quarter. And I'm kind of in the middle with you about Memphis waving the white flag. Yeah, they pulled the starters, or their A team minus Morant and Adams about halfway through the fourth. But this next stretch of games, this is really what, to me, is going to determine whether or not they're going to make the playoffs. 11 of 14 on the road.
Yeah.
Starting this next month. And, they're not playing any not slouches. They've got a couple that they should win, but this is going to be the stretch. And this is where that padding in the West comes in that we have in the 3 spot.
All right. Again, a relatively quiet game offensively for Fox in the first 17 minutes. So I'm expecting him to really get more involved in terms of scoring the basketball. He had 6 points, and, he had, I'm looking at his plus minus. Boy, his plus minus was not very good in that first half.
Yeah.
Minus 19. That's bad. All right. So you know what I'm looking for in the second half? I'm looking for De'Aaron Fox to become De'Aaron Fox. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. And, it'd be great. De'Aaron Fox doesn't have to be De'Aaron Fox just in the fourth quarter. He can do it in the third quarter too. It would be nice to see him come out with that same fourth quarter mindset in the third going forward. But let's see him get back on track. Should be big.
All right, 58-50. Let everyone know that this begins on the post-game show, our first of the next 5 games. So we're going to be doing a lot of neat things. We're going to be utilizing the Super Chat again. And after the 5th game is over, we'll have a whole bunch of people come on with us again. We'll get creative. We gave out some grades. Jerry was on with us earlier today at 3 o'clock. He gave the Kings a B for the last 5 games. Yeah. I gave the Kings a B+. Ryan gave the Kings an A-. Most of the people that joined us for the show with Jerry and Ryan this afternoon gave grades of A-. I gave a B+, Ryan gave an A-, Jerry gave a B. So if you want to chime in on the last 5 games while we have you for another 6 or 7 minutes or so, you can just post it up on the chat line. Let us know what your grades are for the Kings the last 5 games. They went 4-1. Their loss was at home to Philadelphia without Embiid and Harden. But again, Ryan gave him an A-. I gave him a B+.
Yep, 4-1. I said with my grade that I thought that they played basically all good quarters except those 2 against Philadelphia in that 5-game stretch. So give us your thoughts on it.
All right, we got Kent giving them a B. Jerry gave him a B too. Marine checks in with a B-. These are really hard teachers, aren't they?
They are. I was surprised Jerry gave him a B the way that
Yeah.
he did, and that was a middle of the round B.
Well, here's another B coming in from Don. I would say a B because the Philly game should have been a W. Lost a 20-point lead, so that's hard to swallow. Yeah, that's why I didn't give him an A. I gave him a B plus. So you and I are pretty much here's a B plus as well. So a lot of people here on this stream at halftime going with B pluses.
Very interesting.
Yeah, Eduardo A minus. Matthew gives him a B plus. Mike A, B plus, C plus, A, B plus. Lydia says Philly was depressing. Yeah, but you got to get back and just, bounce back. And they did against Memphis. So, people are a little bit over the map. All right. So second half, I'm expecting a much more aggressive De'Aaron Fox offensively. What's the one thing you're looking for here in the second half?
I'm looking for a more aggressive Fox, which means the Kings push the pace. The pace has been just a little bit slow for the Kings' liking to me. Look for them to get out and run, take care of the basketball, certainly, and get those assist numbers up like they had against Memphis, because I think they had 37 or 38. So I think that'll be a key to them winning offensively.
We'll take the A plus. Thank you very much. $4.99 on the super chat. We greatly appreciate your support and your donation. And we don't think that we're A plus. But if you want to give us an A or an A minus, we're okay with that. You want to give us an A minus? I'm fine. A fine. A plus. Can't give me an A plus. We always have to have room to grow here on this street.
This is true.
We got to always have room to grow, But I think after the game, we're going to be growing. I think people are going to really enjoy this post-game show coming up tonight. Let's hope that most of the fans that are joining us are going to be happy.
Absolutely. Let's hope we're celebrating a win. And don't forget, if you do make a super chat, we're also, for the next 5-game stretch, we're going to draw one random person who makes any type of donation to join us for the next rating show. So any donation could get you up with us.
That's a great point. Even if you donate $1, you'll have an opportunity as a wild card to get on. Matthew, thank you very much. We'll take the nice support. We do appreciate that. Love all the people on the stream right here. And we cannot thank you enough. We also want to thank Bennett's. They have 2 locations currently at Howe and Fair Oaks. They have a location that Ryan and I had our event on in Roseville, Eureka, and Lead Hill. It is awesome. Ryan, I know you love their brunch. I love their steaks. I love their redfish. I mean, their menu is phenomenal. The food is incredible. They're big Kings fans. But I know you love talking about the brunch, don't you?
Oh, the brunch is excellent. They've got a little bit of everything: corned beef hash, French toast. Give it a try.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Bennett's. And they're going to be opening up a 3rd location this spring in Rockland. All right. So right now, 58-50, the teams are coming back onto the court to warm up for the start of the 3rd and 4th quarters. I'm going to say we're going to have a happy post-game show. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're going to have a higher scoring game too, as well. I think we're going to get
favorite Sacramento. Sacramento wants that. Yeah,
that's right. I think that
great point.
Go ahead. Yeah, the pace is going to be pushed, and I think we're going to be in the 130s, and Beam is going to be lit.
All right, the Kings are not going to be in the 130s. They're not going to score 80 in this half.
I don't know, Grant. They can score it.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll tell you. All right, that's a very good point on your part. I'll tell you what I think wins this game. Okay, I think based on what we just saw, I think 115 points wins this game tonight.
Okay,
you're going up higher.
115. So I'm going higher.
All right, so give me I know you think 130, which is fine. That's a pretty incredible half. That's 80 points, as you know.
It is.
Even my Bowling Green math tells me that's 80 points. I don't think I took a math class in college, now that I think about it. Oh, I did take one. All right. All right, so give me a number. What wins the game? What did I say, 116?
You said 115.
115, okay.
Yeah, okay. I think probably 121 wins this game. Okay. 121.
That's still a huge half for Sacramento. Yeah. All right.
It is. I think they're going to explode this half.
All right. Well, there we have it. All right. Second half beginning. Rhino, I can't wait for the post-game show tonight. It is going to be fun, my man. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Let's
I can't wait. All right.
Hopefully, Chris and Amir is excited. So let's go.
All right. We'll see. That is great stuff. Hey, we're also brought to you by New Works Plumbing of Sacramento, locally owned for over 20 years. New Works has a fix for you. Just go to sacserviceplumbing.com or call the number on your screen. All right. Second half beginning. Thanks very much for being right here. If you don't like that, we'll see you after the game. And a surprise as well on the post-game show coming up in about an hour from